We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
So, meine Damen und Herren.
Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their
guys get set to match
up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Also ich könnte jetzt schon irgendwie Shareplay oder was auch immer machen.
Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch.
Nee, aber ich spiele gerade schon mit Spiel und nachher muss ich mich auch parat nachhalten. Hey, hör mal auf mit diesen Scheiß.
Something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they've got all W's on the ledger so far. A perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Throwing is Smith. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Winner. This is Mark Ingram. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Alter, kommt für mich klar gegen Bear Defense.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's Smith now on second down. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And third down is a key down in any game you play, and third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Punt the ball.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Starts with a handoff to Coleman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance.
Wow, first down and
28-30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
What?
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end. But that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go, girls. Here we go.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. I didn't offer mine. Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
Aber schlimmer als die Salto-Interception kann sie nicht sein.
Pick up right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted.
And he's in.
Come on.
Touchdown, Bengals. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The punter Pinion now.
Alter, wo ist eigentlich unser Stand?
On the return, here's Kerwin Williams. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Alex weiß glaub nicht, was One Play heißt.
But how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Smith on 1st down. Incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now it's Smith. And able to find Garcon. And he gets
Really fun for the ball. Really fun for the ball.
Garcon with his first grab, good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are.
Oh, wat voor een uurwerk. Kijk de CPU.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Wow, schön gebracht worden.
Robert Ayers in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on third. Gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Alter, der Goff fummelt so viel.
No doubt about it. Right now,
Schon wieder ein Fumble. An der eigenen 7 aufgenommen worden.
And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. He'll get it up the middle. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line. Not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and come back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and run. Ingram.
Come on.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, and ended up settling for 3.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They give him a gain of 38. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Goff throwing again. Steps away to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
260 still.
Now gone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, Bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Smith and the Chiefs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Hadde Ingram met Gagnik momentan 7 rushes, 8 yards.
Still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though,
De
I gotta think
tar
about
8
moving at a faster
gånger.
pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Smith. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for the tight end Lance Kendricks there. And it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every...
Come on, Hayward. Come on, nice set.
Cameron Hayward. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action set. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let him get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Goff. Pryor has it complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Terrell Pryor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead. Back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up, Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Smith. And Matthews over the middle with a grab.
All easy, happening, genau so.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Back to throw, Smith. And some room to work. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Out of the gun, Smith. Jackson's got it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Now before the punt, some movement. And I think they may be kicking from further back.
False start, offense.
Alter Kansas City hat einfach beim Punt einen False Start gemacht.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Als de Peters gaat töten wieder Robert. Ich schwöre auf alles.
Wieder
Robert staat er töten.
For the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, the team is able to come up with the ball.
And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Goff now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's gone.
Hij schoot de beweging nog op het zien.
Ball pops out, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Niet spelen. En daar werd een neus opgeslagen.
Now a play fake and it's gone.
Wow, wow, wat voor een INT.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The final shot here before break. Smith. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Smith. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, have the halftime, have the stool out a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to
start
the third quarter.
ist mir eh scheißegal, die gewinnen
aber
eine gute Mannschaft aufbauen.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but the Chiefs
are going to draft. Full easy.
In there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back.
Series to
play.
Flushed out right.
Nice!
And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. Flush to his right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know if I can go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody who's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board, they're happy that they kept it and did that. So, very interesting deal there, but I'm with you on that one. Maybe just says, what the heck, we can't lose. Let's go ahead.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
I saw it in bad.
Matthews. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman.
Wow.
This defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Come on, come on.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. David Irving. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter. No time to panic.
Looking to hit Matthews.
Come on, INT. Lauf it, Kubasta.
Darren Lee picks it, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, Goff. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Williams to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside and break it inside. Really well-run route.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop
Easy, jetzt wieder ein Spieler von mir verlässt. Wahrscheinlich schon. Ja? Ja, sehen wir den.
Here's Smith now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result,
Wieso?
Throwing on third down, Smith. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's gone. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here.
Golf, dritte Fumble. Und der andere läuft bis auf 31 Jahre.
And they'll keep possession of the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good. Nowhere to go here.
Schon wieder ein Fumble vom Golf. Bro.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Smith and the Chiefs now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. On first down, Smith. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle.
Dieser bleibt da in der Mitte. Dieser bleibt in der Mittellinebacker so lang.
A good pickup there, a 22.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncover downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He goes underneath to Ingram, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And Matthews has it right side. And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots.
Wow, across the body.
I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like four-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
False start, offense.
Yeah, that'll be
Alter, der Alex ist so behindert, ohne Schwein. Also nicht Ulzer. Der andere, der Masi hat ja gefragt, ob irgendjemand in der Stadt ist. Unterwegs, da, also, ja, in Zürich schon.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Rashard Matthews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
Pryor has it complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
So, was macht er? Der Spieler ist komplett anders. Oh.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Throwing again is gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense. with 1:53 left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
DC. Super 66.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Clear Pinion now to kick this one away.
Ich habe immer ein QB contained drin, immer.
And now here comes Kansas City. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Smith on 3rd down. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Back to throw, Smith. This will be caught inside the 10. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing again is Smith. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Smith. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Dario.
Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw the ball blindly downfield.
Injury slider geht. Ihn auf die Hälfte runter tun.
Get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Goff going to throw it. Looking for Pryor long. That's caught inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. He's going to get it running right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt.